We start with the programming to see about the concepts of data types. For that we see the online tool, that is onlinegdb.com, which is a compiler to run the C++ programs or any of the Python programs also. After executing onlinegdb.com, you can log in into it. Here I have already logged in, so it is coming for Kenjin Sangvi, and after that I will just delete this code. I go into the top right corner, select language C++ from there and start writing my code. The very first code in the structure is inclusion of header file. So I include the header file hash include. To perform the input output operation, I include the header file name iostream. After that, to make this namespace, to work as a directory, I can make the use of using namespace and std over here, semicolon. Remember the semicolon after the end of the statement. Then I start with writing a main function. So int main. As soon as I am writing the main, I open the bracket. This is the definition of the main function. So I am opening the bracket and closing the bracket. So this is normal C++ structure. Now to determine all the different variables, suppose I want to have an integer variable, I write it as int. I give the variable name as a. So a is said to be a variable of type integer. Next I take a float value, so I am writing float b over here. Third, I take a char value. To take a char value, I write char and I am writing c suppose. Then to have a boolean value, I make the use of bool and suppose bool d. Then I have double, I can use double and I give the name to the double as e. I am having another another parameter, like we have integer, float, character, boolean, double, and then I can take string also. So, but if you see that if I am using string, it is not giving me any of the reference here, because string, for to have a string as a data type, you have to include the header file string. So, here I am using include and then I am writing string. So, include string, because string is a header file also, and then I can make the use of string, see here, and then s, I am writing this. So, what if I am having an a, I can store an a integer value, a is equal to 5, then b is equal to 4.5, which is a float value. When I want to store a value into the character, I have to write it in double inverted comma. Suppose I am writing CA, then for a d, I can have the value as true or false. So, I am giving a value true over here to d, because it is a boolean value. I am giving e as a double value. So, I can have 67.9999 something in case of a double value, and s is a string. So, I can store it as ABC value. Now, I want to display all these values. So, I write display all the value, that is after a I give a tab /t, then I display b and so on, and I give just a tab after it. So, I copy this /t and see /t. After b I want to display c, then I again control v /t and I give the value d. Again I want to have c. After c you will have to give a insertion operator here t /t, and then after d I want to display e. After that I again want to display s. So, this is all about my values which I want to display, and at the end of the program I write return 0. So, if you can see, this is my program, hash include iostream and string, and I am displaying, I have taken all the different data types and store all the values in the different data types, and I am displaying those values. I save my code. I suppose if I write data type program, and I am saving this project, and I run the code. Now when I execute the code, it is giving me expected semicolon before S. So let's see if I missed a semicolon. Yes, before S, after in the E statement I missed a semicolon, so it is giving me an error. I remove that and again execute the code. As soon as the code is run, see, this is the output which is coming on the screen. 5 is coming, that is the first integer value, then you have a float value, then you have a character. Now in the boolean you had given the value true. Though you are giving the value true, it is displaying the value as 1. So true is considered as 1 and false is considered as 0. Then 67.9 is a double value and ABC is a string value. So this is a demonstration of how you are storing the values in the variable. Okay. Suppose if I am storing a 5.78 in an integer value and I try to execute the code, see that 5.78 is the value which I have given to A, but only which value is displaying? 5 value. Why? Because A is a type of integer value. Though you are storing a decimal value, it takes only an integer value, that is 5 over here. So this is the actual exploration of the different data types. So you can try writing a program like this and understand the pre-processing of C++, that is C++ program. When you are processing, you are giving it to a C++ processor which produces a temporary C++ file. This temporary C++ file is then compiled, and after the compilation you form a executable program in C++. Next we are going to see a different data types in the next coming video, derived data types, which make the use of the composed fundamental data type. These data types are arrays, function, pointers, references and constant. So we will see these in the later coming videos. After that we have user defined derived data types also, which is class, structure, union and enumeration. Dear friends, we are going to see these videos in the coming videos. We will see and explore these topics. Thank you. And now today we have studied about the C++ program structure, its basics and the different data types in C++. Thank you for your patience listening and meet you soon.